Sockmas 2022 closing ceremonies. We're really just chit-chatting. Ceremonies is a very fancy, fancy way of saying, let's talk about socks and knitting and crochet and hang out together. I'm gonna announce prizes later. Hi everyone. All right, let me know where you are coming in from. Okay. Hey, Amanda, I'm gonna see if I can make you a moderator. Yeah. Now you can help me out if anyone has any crazy comments or spammy comments and comes in. All right. How is everyone doing tonight? Tell me where you are watching from. I am like trying to sit back and kick back and relax. Oh, also, I'm guessing you can hear me or you would have said something, right? I'm using a microphone tonight just so I can like sit back a little further away from the phone. So please let me know if you can hear me okay and everything. That would be great. Okay, let's see. I'm looking through the comments down here on my computer. Hey from Austin, Texas. Hey from Northern Virginia. Somebody else is in Virginia, Indiana, Switzerland. Microphone sounds great. Thank you, Bethany. Western New York, Pennsylvania, Ireland. Yeah, it's late in Ireland. New Zealand, good morning. Happy Saturday. From Auckland, from South Florida. And the volume is great. Okay, good. Yeah, I never know when I'm trying new things. We did try out the microphones on last Sunday with our holiday bonus package, but I haven't done it yet on this channel. So, okay. Also, I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to deal with a little bit of reflection here in my glasses because it is dark. It is 5 p.m. here. The sun's still setting at like 4:30. Although I think we're on the other side of like, I think it stopped getting dark earlier and now it's going to start to move the other way, or maybe it's just going to stay around 4:30 for a while. But if you've been watching Vlogmas, you may know about my contact saga, and I am trying to make the few contacts that I have last until my new contacts come in, and so it is glasses probably every other day until further notice. Hey, Amy, welcome. Hey, Jean, glad you're here. Oh, you're a first timer hoping to join the group in 2023. Hi, Sylvia, that would be amazing. Yes, the membership is going to be opening up in January, in early January, on January 3rd. I was just actually working on those emails. So if you're on my email list at all, you'll get an email like next week sometime. If you're interested in the membership, you can like sign up for our pre-membership stuff that we do. We have like a little group for the pre-membership so you can kind of learn more about it. But that's not what this is about. We're here to talk about Sockmas. I'm getting us off track. Oh, somebody said after 12/21 it gets lighter each day. Thank you, Shannon. I have something to look forward to. Oh, so did Pat. Pat said the same thing. Oh, whew. I cannot wait. Did I see somebody say LASIK? I think that is definitely something that I need to look into, is getting LASIK. That would be great, especially now that I'm wearing very expensive daily contacts. Honestly, it probably makes more financial sense to do that, but I'm a little scared. So I would love to hear more about that from people. Okay, Regina said, I've really been enjoying your daily vlogs. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, I think I got behind. Whoops. If you are writing in something into the chat that is like a question or a message you really want me to see and I don't say anything about it, I'm not trying to ignore you. I might have just not seen it because I'm kind of looking at one spot for on my phone, messages are coming through and then I'm going back to them on my computer, so I might have just missed them. So don't feel bad about asking a question 2-3 times or like sending a message more than once. It's not annoying. I probably just missed it, and you're welcome to say that as many times as you need to until I see it. Okay. LASIK surgery was awesome. You know, Kent has had LASIK surgery like way before we met. It might even have been 10 years ago. So I kind of wish that it's like the earlier the better maybe, because I'm only 10 years away from probably needing to wear like readers and stuff anyway. So I might as well enjoy some years of having no visual props, right? Christy said, your daily vlogs are great. I love Toaster, but my dogs aren't fans. That's funny. I think that a lot of people, their dogs or cats or, you know, whatever pets cannot stand seeing other pets on screen. I totally understand. Okay, let me scoot a little off center just in case you're watching on your phone. If I scoot off center, does that make it better for those of you watching on like a phone? Can you like see the comments like to the side of me and then see me? I don't know if that's the case for everybody, but at least for my view, it's like the comments are all like right here. And then if I come over here, you can see me, but if I'm like here, I'm like halfway obscured. So you let me know if that's better or not. Okay, let's talk about Sockmas. Oh, your dog freaked out. That's so funny. Hey, Raquel. And Amy, good to see everybody. Okay, I am working on my second sock. I'm not done with my first one. So if you didn't finish your socks, welcome to the closing ceremonies. Hey, you know what? Finishing the sock is just the socks is just the cherry on top of Sockmas. If you have a goal of getting your socks done before, let's say you celebrate Christmas before December 25th, we still have time, so don't stress. I am going to be announcing our 4 prize winners here in a little bit and telling you how many submissions we had and everything, but I don't know about you, but I am somebody who loves to follow a make-along and not actually finish them or like truly participate or like submit for anything, but just like be there. So if you're here and you're like, if you made 8 socks or if you made a toe or if you did nothing, like welcome, and you're fine to be here. If you didn't make any socks at all, if you don't even make socks, then you're welcome to be here tonight. We're just gonna chit chat and have a good time. So I appreciate you being here. But yeah, I had all these other projects that I wanted to get done, and I am just now able to really, I feel like, focus on Sockmas. And so you know what? I am just gonna keep going. And so if you're still working on your socks, we can keep going together. You can still share them with me on Instagram and stuff, because while the official make-along is closed and we're finishing it out tonight, that doesn't mean that sock making is done, right? So I've done a lot in the last like couple of days here on this. This is my first sock, which I like started right away and did like a ton right away. And then what happened? December 1st. December 1st happened. So this one's almost done. I'm working on the toe decreases, but I thought that would be complicated to follow while on the live tonight. So I've started my second sock, and I'm using both of the beautiful Mandy's Makings colors, and I am doing like fraternal twin socks. So this one started with the pink and most of it is blue, and this one is starting with the blue and most of it will be pink, which I saved for last because I love pink so much. So there you go, that's my story. All right, let's see. How did things go for you? I saw a couple things pop up across my screen, like somebody got sick, somebody like broke something, like, oh boy, it has been 3 weeks, huh? Let's see, Maureen said lots of sock work here because it's hot and humid. Well, that's great that you got all your sock knitting done or crocheting. Let's see. Raquel said, remember the socks I started on the Zoom on Wednesday? I didn't make the deadline for Sockmas, but I have both socks at the leg and their toe up. I mean, that's still really impressive. You should definitely be proud of that. Toaster is a highlight. Hey, Shayla. Yes, Toaster is here. Tonight he's on the bed. He is hanging out with us. Our guests that are here, Kent's friends, they all just left for a show. Oops. I don't want the reflection of my ring light to be like jarring. They just left for a Broadway show that they're gonna do tonight, but I told them I can't go because tonight, if you have the holiday bonus package, we have our movie night in a few hours. So stick around for that. I mean, it's not on YouTube. Can't show a movie on YouTube, but okay, let's see. Oh, hi, Aria. All right. Oh, thanks for saying my glasses are cute, Tiffany. That's very nice. Okay, so me not having to be centered works either way on your iPad. Okay, perfect. All right, now I finally got to these comments. So poor Cheryl, oh, you got COVID and you didn't finish. I'm so sorry. I hope you're feeling better now. Let's see. Melanie said, still working on my first ever pair of knitted socks, but I got 2 pairs of crochet socks done. That's awesome, and proud of you for trying out knitted socks for the first time. Oh, let's see. Bridget asked, do you have a video on learning how to make socks for beginners? I do. I have a series. It's pretty far back on my YouTube channel, so it's definitely easier to find by searching. But I have a toe up and a cuff down sock series. It's about, I think it's 3 videos, and then there's a separate video for the heel because the heel works for both of the socks. But I break down how to knit socks. I will say that since then, like, more people have come out with tutorials that I think are honestly a little more informative. Like my tutorials, I think they're good and I'm like proud of putting them out, but I don't go into numbers specifically, like how many to cast on and all of that. So if you're watching my tutorials and you feel like you're missing some information, I always recommend Kay, the Crazy Sock Lady, because she has tutorials as well. And they also go with her sock patterns that you can actually download and get numbers for. So there you go. And then I also have, it's not available right now, but I do have a sock course if you're looking to like take your sock knitting kind of to the next level and get more specific about customizing the fit. Again, it's not available right now, but I'm hoping to make it into a like always available course sometime in 2023. I still have to think through that and figure that out. So could be coming soon, or it could be much later in the year. I don't know quite yet. Okay. Yes, if I scoot off to this side, you can see me in the chat, right? That's better. Okay. Thank you, Erica. Okay. Pat said, I'm like you. I love the camaraderie, but I often fail to complete. Yes, totally. Bethany said, I finished my second pair late last night and it's already been mailed to the person. I was watching that Vlogmas today, and before I finished, I was like, I think you're going to finish your socks. And then by the end of the episode, you had finished them and you were like, I'm going to mail them off tomorrow. I'm like, what? That is some efficiency. Hey, Lizzie. Jennifer said, I didn't submit, but I'm about to post pictures of them. Yeah, you know what? Like again, this make along is officially over, but like we're obviously all still knitting socks or crocheting socks. Some of us are still working on the socks we started for Sockmas, so it's totally fine. Oh, it's blurry for you. Uh-oh. Hold on, let me jump to the present and see. Anyone else is blurry? I went out 3 times and it's still blurry. I wonder if oh, Eileen said it's blurry. That could be my internet then. That is not good. Oh, I just saw it just went blurry on mine too. I don't think I can really do anything about that right now. I think that's just my internet. But it should be okay. Let me see. Yeah, peak internet time. Let me see if like, oh, you know what it is? I didn't even think about this. Let me see if I can, I think because Kent just left, he wanted to get my Vlogmas uploaded. So I think, yep. Tomorrow's Vlogmas is 95% of the way uploaded. When it's done uploading, it should go back to not being blurry. I apologize. I did not even think about that. Yes, okay, so you can just pretend that you're like me and you don't have your glasses on, and then you can't see anything very well. We can just pretend for a few minutes. It should clear up and get better. I apologize. Okay, let's see. Where was I? Oh, do you hear the ambulance? Okay, Cynthia said, over the years, I have made 21 pairs of wool socks for my husband. He has small feet, so mine fit him perfectly, and he always gets compliments from strangers. See, that's the nicest thing when like other people are noticing your hand knit socks, whether you're wearing them or if you've made them for someone else. It's so nice. I love that. It's like the best feeling when someone compliments the things that you've made. Annie said, the Crazy Sock Lady is great and there's no competition. No, not at all. Do you ever feel like for tutorials and stuff, I feel like I need to sometimes see it from multiple people or like hear it from multiple people. I don't know. Sometimes like the way somebody says it like doesn't click, and then I watch somebody else and it's totally working. So I don't know. I think, yeah, there's no competition. You should use all the tutorials that you need, or if you love one person, like how they explain things, then don't feel bad about using their tutorials at all. Okay. Yeah, Phoenix, I'm glad you're here. Okay, let me get... Oh, Earth Tones Girl. Yes, Earth Tones Girl. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Earth Tones Girl also has an amazing tutorial. Her videos, I think, are called the No Fear Sock Knitting and include the shadow wrap heel, which I haven't tried myself, but I've heard really good things about. All right. And I think I saw somebody asking about putting like a place to add their photos for Sockmas to like see everyone else's. And we don't really have a specific place that's, well, we have Discord. So if you're on the Discord, you can of course share your socks in there. And that holiday bonus package Discord is going to remain open through the end of the year. So it will close out on January 1st. So you can share them there, of course, but I know we're not all on there. So Instagram, hashtag Sockmas 2022, when you share your post, if you use hashtag Sockmas 2022, you can then go to that tag and look through everything. This ambulance won't quit. Oh, thank you, Amanda, for sharing Denise's video. Okay, let me see. All right, my Vlogmas video is uploaded and now it's checking. So hopefully I will get back to not blurry soon. We'll keep each other informed. Okay. Somebody said, I'm currently learning how to use my Dean & Bean sock machine while listening to this on headphones. How fun. That sounds exciting. A sock machine. I've never actually used one or cranked one or anything. That sounds really cool. Michelle asked, are you not using Ravelry anymore? Do you mean personally or for make-alongs? I'm still using Ravelry every day for my projects. I don't really love using Ravelry for make-alongs because I found it harder to like have the community talking piece to it, and like I just found it harder to, I don't know, navigate. So I love using Discord because it's very much like texting or Instagram messaging, but even more organized, and you can reply to people and you can like heart things, and I can have categories. I have a lot of control over how to organize things, and I love that. So Discord is just a much easier place to be. And then as far as like selecting prizes, using a Google form has made things so much easier. I hope it's made it easier for you as well, because like when we use Ravelry, I would say like, you know, if you have a bonus, just like make another entry. And so it was kind of on, you know, as a knitter and crocheter to like remember how to do the bonuses, and then it was hard to check. And so in Google Forms, I can just make like a multiple choice and be like, did you do these things? Check this box. Okay, you get 2 bonus entries. And then I have a nice spreadsheet and I can do my random number generator, and it just works out so much better. Shayla said the membership really made me fall in love with Discord. Yeah, it's a little bit of a learning curve when you first join, but it's so much better. It's cleared up for you. Yay! Not blurry anymore. Okay, good. Mine still looks blurry on my screen. I wonder if I need to change the setting. Nope, I guess that's the highest setting. Mine's still a little blurry, but hopefully it is coming to a point where it is clearing up for everybody. My other video is done uploading. Woo, long one tomorrow, 30 minutes. I don't know why, but I keep having really long Vlogmas episodes, so I hope you enjoy them, or at least enjoy half of them if you only have a few minutes to watch. Yeah, I think it's still blurry maybe for some of us. I'm still a little blurry. I'm like have it on my computer too. Yes, Michelle, Discord is what we use now instead of Ravelry. Yeah, I still have my group on Ravelry, but I will be perfectly honest, I don't ever check it. So if you've tried to ask me something there, it's not being checked. So definitely, if you send me a Ravelry message, I try to get to those every few days. Okay. Oh, what happened with your cat, Happy Little Knits? I must have missed that. Hi, Alize. Wait, I have to see what happened with the cat. Oh, currently unraveling a giant skein of yarn my cat's got a hold of. Oh no. It happens so fast. So fast. Hey, Maddie. Discord is so many notifications for me. It made me realize notifications make me anxious. Oh, I do not have notifications turned on. My phone hasn't made a like notification from any kind of social media since like 2017. Nope, you can turn those off. Turn them off. I can't do it either. It makes me very anxious. Okay, I'm gonna try refreshing and see if that makes it less blurry. Nope, that didn't do anything. It was worth a try though. Okay, let's see. Kristen said, I made crochet socks for all of my family and I plan to use the scraps for each of them to build up one scrappy pair for myself. Oh, I love that. That is such a cool idea. That's really sweet. So you have little memories of each sock that you made for each family member. That's so sweet. I am announcing winners today. I have them pulled. I'm going to share them here pretty soon. We have 4 winners from the submissions. Okay. I don't even have my text message notifications on. I know, right? I mean, my phone is pretty much always on silent unless I'm like waiting for somebody to say something. And lately what's been getting me into trouble, not real trouble, but like almost it, is I have my phone go into do not disturb about 45 minutes before I go to sleep at night. And so I don't get texts, I don't get calls or anything like that. And the other day when all of our friends were like flying in and arriving, one of them got in at like 9 o'clock or something. And so they were trying to call to like get let up into our building. And I just so happened to be looking at my phone, thank goodness, because it would have been, I don't even know. I think I have like where Kent can get through to me, but not like anyone else. Like Kent, maybe my mom. I think I set that up at some point. But yeah, sometimes I'm going to miss things. Basically, if anyone needs help in the middle of the night, like don't call me, because even if my phone wasn't on do not disturb, I wouldn't hear it. I'm not the person you want to call. It would be Kent. He'll wake up in an instant. Okay. Speaking of balls of yarn, I have a skein that got all sorts of tangled. What or how do you recommend I try to untangle it? Well, first, if you can find one of the ends that is very, very helpful. If you find both, just kind of like start working from one, but like keep an eye on where the other one is, because I found when I'm untangling sometimes that I'll be going and going, like things will be okay with one end, and then all of a sudden it's so stuck I can't do anything with it. And so then I start trying to work from the other end and just try to meet in the middle. But a lot of patience, and don't pull anything tight. Like don't like pull on the yarn and like knot things up, like try to keep things loose and just take your time with it. It's very difficult. Okay. All right, it should, if the internet was the problem and the uploading was the problem, it's done. So I don't know if it's gonna clear up or not. We'll have to see. Okay. Chris said, my dog is the jerk when it comes to messing with my yarn. The cats couldn't care less. Marianne said, I had a cat once run away with a whip sweater in its mouth, and I sadly watched it unravel. That's terrible. Jennifer said, you can pause notifications for each channel separately on Discord. So if you want to keep some channels on and some off, you can. Yes, it's very easy to customize. I love that. Shayla said, I'm so happy I finally settled on an Advent project. Yay, the Solstice Ingrain by, who else is working on that? I know somebody working on that. Is it Bree from the Little Wolf Knits? Solstice Ingrain. That sounds like, I think it's a shawl, right? That sounds nice. Christy said, my granddog destroyed $300 worth of hand-dyed yarn. Oh my gosh, that is terrible. Oh. Somebody asked, what needles do you use? Me? I use for socks, I use the Chiaogu red lace needles. They're stainless steel, and I use a US 1, 32 inches, so I can do magic loop. And I like to knit my socks one at a time. Usually from the cuff down, but sometimes from the toe up. Okay. Christina said, earplugs and a fan. I will not hear anything. Oh yeah, at night, yeah. I will not hear anything. Don't try to come get help in the middle of the night. Sarah said, there's a way to have the Google form email everyone a copy of their answers, so that acts as a confirmation that you entered. Maybe you can do that next time. Yeah, that's a great idea. How am I going to remember to do that? That's a really good idea. Remind me next time we have something. I can definitely do that. Okay. What did it say? My cat chewed my Chiaogu cord, but she's so cute, I forgave her. Aww. That's so funny. The Little Wolf Knits is knitting on the Solstice shawl. She may be done now. What? She's already done? Of course. She's so fast. My cat doesn't really mess with my yarn. Instead, she has taken a liking to stealing my small scissors. Oh, that's scary. And fixed circular needles. Oh my goodness. The scissors part is a little scary. My dog will get into my project bags and get yarn if I don't tie them shut. Not so bad when I was using the big box yarn, but now that I'm mostly using hand-dyed, yikes, that's not good. Anyone remember the Advent that Crazy Sock Lady wears in her early Vlogmas? Yes. Yes. It's okay. Are you talking about the shawl that's like diamonds or something? And she's not working on this year. It's finished. It's from previous years. I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name right off the bat, but I do have that pattern in my my Advent pattern like bundle on Ravelry, so it's on there somewhere. Not the easiest way to find it. Well, probably the easiest way to find it without knowing the name, because there's only 4 pages on that. But yeah, I can't remember. what it's called. Okay. Yes, Shayla, check out Bree's pattern. I will hear everything, so you can call me in case of emergency. It's so funny. Let's see. Hi, Zach. You're brand new to subbing, but hello. Oh, thank you for watching Vlogmases, and thank you for being here tonight. Phoenix said the calico quilt shawl. Yeah, is that what it's called? Calico quilt shawl? It's really beautiful. That might be the one that you were looking for. Annie said, my dog doesn't mess with my yarn, but he claims every blanket and he will steal any small makes I give my daughter. That's so funny. We have some really naughty pets. Okay, I see a lot more people saying calico quilt shawl, so that must be the one. It's so beautiful. I kind of was thinking about that for my Advent, my homespun house one, because I just love all the colors so much, and they're mostly solids, or they're really solid. Yeah, so far they've been all solid. So I think it would be beautiful, but then I'm like, what am I gonna make my flare pants? I love my flare pants. I want to make them, but I'm not so sure the stripes are like really what I was hoping for. I don't know. Caroline said, my Chowgu wires have become bent from overuse at the connection point on my interchangeable set. Have any of yours done the same? No. That's interesting. Like, I wonder if it's from your hand, like pushing on them right here, like just the way that you knit. How long have you had them? Chowgu has a pretty good, like, what's the right word? Not return policy, but like quality. Like, I think you can contact them probably, and you might be able to get those replaced. I'm not really sure about that. That's frustrating. All right. Ooh, thanks for sharing those links, Amanda. Lizzie asked, when does the membership open up again? I miss it. We miss you. It opens up on January 3rd. January 3rd, and we have some fun stuff coming up this year. I mean, we always have fun stuff going on, but I think it's the anticipation. Like when I'm planning stuff, I'm like excited to like see what everyone thinks. So we're gonna have a fun January for sure. Oh, Amy said I should use speckled yarn for my flare pants. I think you're right. I think I would be happier if I just pick a color that I like really love and do that instead of the stripes, and I use the Advent for something else. It was a good idea in theory, but it just didn't work exactly like I wanted. I mean, maybe if I had a fade and I was like alternating yarns and stuff, but I don't think I'm gonna be happy with it with the stripes. This is the clearest thought I've had about it in this moment. Thanks for talking it through with me, everybody. Alex said, most of the people who I start to watch Vlogmas gave up around day 10. Hey, you know what? It's really hard. It's a lot of endurance to do Vlogmas every day. It's kind of a funny feeling, like, I don't know, maybe other people who are filming Vlogmas can relate to this, but it's like you're always thinking about what to film and like what to include, and it's like a mental endurance kind of a thing. And so I think that it's just hard. It's just tough. And then also the editing piece on top of it. I've been feeling really grateful this year that I haven't had to edit my Vlogmases. And I think that's created space for like more joy in the content making and more just space for it. So that's probably why I have longer Vlogmases this year, because I'm like not having to take the time or the effort to do the editing, and that's been really great. Kristen said, I feel like the flare pants would be great in a linen blend for summer. Oh, they probably would. Oh my gosh. That would be wild. Sorry. Every few comments, it like scrolls me back so I can't see everything. With your stripe pants, have you thought about doing a blending of colors? Yeah, that's true. I could totally do that. I think once I open up the entire advent, I need to put all of the yarn together and then rearrange it and see what I want to do, because that's just not something I had thought of before, is like opening the entire advent and then changing the order. Like, you can do that. You can change the order of things. So I think that would be a great idea. Karen asked, what's the best way to improve your skill level without becoming disheartened? Asking because I feel stuck at the basic level. That's an interesting question. What is making you feel that way, that you're at a basic level? I don't even know what would a basic level look like? I guess maybe what could be good is to kind of, and even share this with us tonight, like, what are you hoping to make? Like, don't worry about the skills that you currently have. Like, what's the goal? Like, what's your next thing? Do you want to make a sweater? Do you want to learn color work? And then kind of like working backwards from there. Like, okay, if I want to knit a sweater, like, pick the pattern, and these are the skills that I need. And so if you've never like knit in the round, maybe you make a hat next. Or if the sweater has cables, maybe you make a smaller item that has cables, and kind of like break down the skills that you may need. I think having community in the knitting and crocheting world is the number one thing to like up level your skill, because you're constantly being shown like what is possible, and you have people to ask for help and ask questions. And you know, YouTube is great, but like having actual people to go to and talk to is a game changer. So if you have a local yarn store, or join us in the Love and Stitches membership, because we're always getting on Zoom and sharing our makes and helping each other with skills, I think that makes a huge difference. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. I see a couple comments about the Chaogu needles that got bent. That's so weird. Okay. Eileen said, I agree about the flares. I was really surprised that you went down that road. You know, it's so funny, like, it's probably easier to see it like when you're watching everything from the outside. It's like you already know that like that's not going to work for me, because you've like seen the stuff that doesn't work for me. And like, it's kind of like, why do you keep making the same choices? Why do you keep doing this? That's what I'm learning in reflection on my projects. So I'm like, why do I keep making the same choices and expecting different results? But you know what? I think what's new for me is being able to stop something when it doesn't feel right and then let it go, instead of just like keep trying to make a project work that isn't working. That's definitely something I've learned this year. Ethel said, thanks for Sockmas. I've had so much fun challenging myself to see how many socks I can knit in that time. How many did you get done? That's so exciting. Actually, that's a question for everyone. How did you do on Sockmas? Were you able to achieve your goal? What was your goal? Were you able to achieve it? Did you get your socks done? No judgment here, because I certainly did not. Let's see. Karen said, I'm UK based rather than American. I'm not sure how that would work. Are you talking about the membership? We actually have quite a few members in the UK. It is tough because a lot of our events are in the evenings here, so that really doesn't work with UK time, but they are recorded. And on occasion, we do have some events that are happening during the day. We also have like our Zooms are led by our members, and we have a lot of daytime ones, especially right now. Like all of a sudden we have a bunch of Zooms that start at 4 p.m. Eastern time, which is, I believe, 9 in the UK. So you need to do what works best for you, but if you're considering the membership, definitely sign up for the waitlist, because during that waitlist period, I like show you what's coming up for the quarter, and then you can like make the best decision, like based off of what's going to be happening in January, February, and March. Okay, Chris said, I know it's a lot of work, but I love your Vlogmas. I love it too. Sometimes things are a lot of work and we also love them, you know, like it's worth it. It's so much fun. Okay. Hi, Amaris? Amaris. Thank you for the phonetic breakdown in your name. Amaris. Been subbed for a few months, really enjoyed Vlogmas. Even though I don't celebrate Christmas, it's nice to have the company when doing yarny stuffs. Thanks for watching. All right. No socks. Sue said no Sockmas, but I finished my mini skein Merriment. Ooh, that sounds cute with the Advent yarn. Yay. Lizzie said I need motivation to get through this muscle burrow for my dad. I don't know how you get through them with the size 2 needles. I'm knitting with 3s and going nuts. We're probably about the same because I'm a looser knitter, so me on a 2 and other people on a 3 is probably about the same. So yeah, it's small. It's small. I would say watch a movie, watch a lot of movies. That helps get through them. It's just a lot of knitting. Is anyone going to join the make-along for pants in January? You know what, Raquel? Maybe that's what I need to do, is pick out some yarn for my pants and do them with the make-along in January. That's actually a really good idea. I love that idea. Kristen said, you've mentioned studying perfectionism this year. Is that something that you are working on in therapy or a specific book that you can recommend? Okay, so I'm actually in a program, and it's not therapy. The person that leads it is not a licensed therapist, but it is a program for business owners called Perfectionists Getting S Done. But there is a podcast that is completely free. It comes out weekly, and her name is Sam Laura Brown. And I started out by listening to the podcast called The Perfectionism Project, and it has totally changed everything for me. It's been so helpful. So yeah, start out with that podcast and then kind of go from there. But I found it to be really, really helpful for perfectionism. But I would also say that, yeah, I work on it in therapy, but not in the same way. It's not like labeled as perfectionism. I don't think my therapist has ever said that. Okay. Socks. Okay, I'm on to the socks. Here we go. Andrea said, I made it as far as ordering the yarn. I love that. That's great. Hey, you ordered the yarn. Who says that you can't just cast on socks now? You know, there's no rules. I mean, there was for the make-along, but like as far as your own knitting and crocheting, no rules. Elizabeth said, my goal was 2 pairs with maybe a third. I finished 2 pairs in 8 days. Wow. And was too wiped to try a third. I agree. But I was really proud of the accomplishment. That's amazing. Cherish said, my goal was to make socks for all of my family, 2 adults and 3 children. I got 3 adult and 3 kids done in 2 weeks. Wow. Bo said, I finished my Christmas socks. Did go way slower than sock week though. But you have to remember that sock week is like a sprint, and this is definitely more of a marathon. Like it's not, I don't think it's reasonable to keep up a sock week pace over 3 weeks. You would probably hurt your hands. Laura said, my goal was to finish a pair. I got halfway through, so pretty happy with that. Absolutely. Cassie, my goal was 1 sock of each of 2 pairs, and I ended up knitting both socks of both pairs. Wow, that's amazing. Frida said, I finished 1 sock, but the second sock was left on the heel. I got distracted with hat knitting, which has been so fun. Oh, that's totally reasonable. Margarita said, working on a muscle burrow hat to just finish mine after 2 months. They do take a while. Annie said, I've cast on a mini cake cozy while listening this morning. I'm using DPNs. Oh, I do those on Magic Loop. I'm just not a DPN person. Michelle said, goal achieved, 2 pairs finished last night. Yay. Whoops. Dang it. I lost where I was. Amy said, I'm making my thick tan line joggers with Breeze Make Along. Yes, that's going to be great. Also, sorry, it's still blurry, isn't it? I'm going to have to look up what's going on because my last live went blurry too, and I just can't have that because what I'm looking at is perfectly clear on my screen. It looks amazing. Well, it looks like normal. And then like watching it back, it's so blurry. Boo. Maybe it's a setting that I'm not doing. I'll have to check. I feel like Vlogmas and Sockmas are your gift to us. Aston said, my muscle burrows took so long. If you knit up the entire skein of fingering weight yarn, that can be knitting over 4 football fields of length on tiny needles. And Christy said, why did you say that? Oh my gosh. Aston, I really like that you took the time to do that yardage math. That is really funny. I feel like I love looking at things that way. Like, here's the one that I feel like a lot of people do when you go to buy something and you're like, oh, that was like 2 skeins of yarn worth, right? Like, it's like the way that we measure things is so funny. Let's see. Lizzie said, I made 1 pair and 1 single sock. Nice. Melanie said, The Gifts of Imperfection by Brene Brown. Oh, is that a book? I like Brene Brown. Annie said, I made a pair and a single sock. I might have just read that, unless 2 people just said the same thing. Hi, Carol. Thanks for saying you like my channel. I appreciate it. I had so much Advent knitting, I did the cast on in 2 rows and then decided I wanted a different ribbing. So I tinked back and that was it. I think, okay, so actually this is a good time to ask this. And where are we on time? Okay, I'm good. I'm still gonna do the winners tonight, don't worry, but I wanna get your opinion on this. I was thinking about how I've been feeling during December and how I've been feeling a little like stretched between Sockmas and Advent. And then I thought, wait a second, why couldn't we do Sockmas in the month of November? And so I'm thinking about for next year doing Sockmas earlier and having it be like November 1st to the 30th, just like 1 month, and just have, you know, make your socks, whether you're making holiday socks or fall socks or whatever you want, make your socks, and then they're done before December 1st. And that way it's not like a competition, in at least in my brain, of like what to work on and like things are too overlapping. Yeah, I know the Stephen West, I think that's why I thought before like I can't do it because the Stephen West MCAL is in November, but usually it's only the 1st week of November, I think, because it starts like the 2nd week of October. Is that right? I'll have to look at the dates. And then I also worry that it's too close to Sock Week. Something to think about, but I was loving sock giving. Socktober is like so cute because of like the wording, but like October is too soon. It's too soon for me. It's too soon for holiday stuff, and it's too close to Sock Week. Yes, and gift knitting. So that was my other thought too. I was thinking like, okay, if it's November, then we can still do kind of the Sockmas is just a play on words. Like we could call it something else. It doesn't have to be Sockmas. But we could still do like, you know, holiday socks or winter socks. But then I think pulling in another like element for prizes, like if you're making a gift pair of socks, that could be a bonus entry. I think that could be good, right? Okay, Stephen West is October, moving Sockmas to November gives what? More time for Advents? Yes, more time for Advents. Could you just make it longer? I think for me the problem is the overlap. It's like 3 weeks was long enough for socks, for a pair of socks, but it was the wrong 3 weeks. I don't know, I need to think through these things, but I just wanted to see what everyone thought about that. Yeah, close to the West Knits MCAL. I know, there's just too many things. After the MCAL, before December. Yeah, we could make it shorter. That's always true. Sockvember, that works. Socksgiving is pretty cute though. Then it definitely feels like a, you know, making gifts kind of a thing. But you know, you can make a gift for yourself. It's a socks giving gift to whomever you choose. If you start the second week of November after the MCAL, oh, hey, Bree, and stop before December, that's still 3 weeks. Well, now we're really cooking, aren't we? This is good. We've come up with some things. And if November doesn't work, how about January? True. That could work. A muscle burrow along in January. I do like the muscle burrow hat. I do like that. What? I think I missed a couple of things here. Thanksgiving is only an American thing. Yeah, I know, and it's like the connotations of Thanksgiving aren't great either. But it's so fun to come up with plays on words. I love plays on words. They're so fun. Please don't make it shorter. You got it, Lisa. I totally get it. I totally get it. Yes, the Little Wolf Knits is here. This January, we gotta get booties and knits. I think, Bree, I don't know if you just got here or if you heard when we were talking about the flares that I was trying to do for Advent and have since hit the pause button on, but I think I'm going to not do them in the Advent yarn and pick something else and maybe make them in January when we're doing our cozy cheeks. My gosh, so many people want to make muscle burrows in January. I don't know why I feel like strange about doing a muscle burrow. I don't know if you're asking me to do a muscle burrow thing, but I would feel strange about that because it's not my pattern. I don't know if that matters really, but I don't know. I do love making those. I need pink flares. That would be really cool, actually. I just want some pants. I love my shorts so much, and it's too cold to wear shorts. And I know how to fit them better now, so I want to make them fit me nicely. Yes, cozy cheeks. It's cozy cheeks and peaks, right? So you can make a top or pants. Maybe a make your favorite hat pattern. That would be fun. Oh my gosh, I've just made a huge tangle here with my yarn twisting up. Okay, how about some prizes? I feel like I need to share the prizes, don't you think? Let me get to the end of this row. I think I'm almost ready to add in my second color. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I have one more row. And then I can add in my contrast color. Okay, I need to pull the prizes up here on my computer. Andrea said, my joggers by Brianna are my favorite pants ever. I love that. Okay, my husband is like, what's a muscle burrow? Come on, they're everywhere. I'm just kidding. One of my weird knitting pet peeves is when people, and I just did this, so I apologize, but it's when people say the name of a pattern without saying what the pattern is and like judge you for not knowing what it is. Perfect example, when I'm like, the muscle burrow, and you're like, what's the muscle burrow? And like, instead of me being like, it's a hat, I'm just like, the muscle burrow pattern. I can't stand it when people do that. I don't think it's like intentional, but it's a pet peeve of mine for knitting. Just say what it is. The muscle burrow hat. It's always sweaters too. Or shawls. It's like the blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't know what that is. You've got to help me out here. Okay. Let's do the prizes. So this year for Sockmas, we had 2 amazing sponsors, and each of our sponsors have given 2 prizes to the make-along. So we have Mandy's Makings, who dyed our amazing yarn, and she has, her prizes are a $40 gift card to her shop. I've got 2 of those to give away here tonight. And then White Rose Fiber Company, Courtney, she has 2 of these medium-sized bags to give away, 1 in black and 1 in red. And if you win the prize and you already have this bag, we'll talk through what we can do there. But this is the medium, and it's a big bag. It can definitely fit like larger projects in there. Okay, so these winners have come from our Google form submission that closed today at noon. So if you finished a pair of socks, you were able to submit that. And we had 370 submissions, which is a lot of socks. So good job to everyone. That is amazing. And if I had to guess, I would say we probably have at least double that in like single socks that didn't get finished. Like almost mine included. So we knit a lot of socks in these last 3 weeks. Once we expanded everything for bonuses, so you got a bonus if you had a winter theme or a holiday theme to your socks, if you used sponsored yarn either this year or in previous years. And with that expanded, which by the way, thank you Amanda, who has been helping me here. She was paying attention to the spreadsheet for the last 3 weeks and helping me get it all set up and ready to pull prizes today. And that made things so beautifully easy today. So thank you, Amanda. But when we expanded it, we had 690 total submissions. So those were our numbers. We had 690 people when I went into the random number generator. All right. Now let's go through the prizes. And hopefully some of these people are here tonight. But if you're not, I'm going to give you a few days and then I will be emailing you. Everyone had to provide an email when they submitted their form and making sure we can connect with the prizes. But if you're here tonight and you hear it, you can just go ahead and email me. Oh, you're on the afterthought heels and didn't finish. Darn. It's 1 a.m. in Latvia. Oh, thanks for being here, Eva. Okay. So first up, we have one of our Mandy's Makings $40 gift cards. And the winner is, I don't have anything to like show. Like I wish I could show it. But the winner is Lea B, sorry, I'm gonna try to say your last name. Baumotet, I think, out of Switzerland. Also your handle is In Orbit Sewist. So I'm guessing it might be very late, so you might not be here tonight. But congratulations to Lea, our first winner, for winning the $40 gift card. We have a second $40 gift card from Mandy's Makings. And this winner is Jessica Weiss, out of the United States at Rainy Day Stitcher on Instagram. Congratulations, Jessica. Oh, and I love everyone saying congratulations in the thing. We had so many people and only 4 prizes, so it's like, whew, so many people to choose from. Okay, next up we have our first prize from White Rose Fiber Company, which is a black bag, just like mine. And that winner is Jordyn Hanover out of the United States. And we know Jordyn. Sometimes it's so funny to me when I'm like, these are randomly selected. and when I see a name that I like recognize, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. But Jordyn is Johan or Johan Crafts. I actually need to ask you, how do you say that? Is it Johan or Johan? Crafts on Instagram. And then our final winner of a medium red Sockmas bag from White Rose Fiber Company is Kelly Nolly out of the United States at WV Crafty. So congratulations to Lea, Jessica, Jordyn, and Kelly, and for everyone else who finished socks, and for everyone for joining in, Christy, for just being here. You know, it's all about just having fun, I think, with it, and hopefully you did have fun during Sockmas this year. I certainly had fun. You texted her, yay! Yes, tell her that she's a winner. Oh, I love it. Yes, congrats to everyone who made their socks. Like, honestly, like, good job. And for all, I feel like a special congratulations to people who tried something new If you tried knitting socks for the first time, crocheting socks for the first time, a new heel, a new cast on, a new yarn, like, good for you. I love always adding new things to my repertoire, and it's so cool to see others doing the same. So much fun. What did I see? I thought it was pronounced Musselburgh, not Borough, like Edinburgh. I think it's pronounced Borough, like Edinburgh. That's what I can't remember where I heard that from, but it must have stuck out as somebody reputable in my mind, because I'm pretty sure it's Borough, but I don't know. I've never asked Isolde Teague. She's the only one that would know. I'm a little behind, but how about modified muscle burrows for January? That's a fun idea. I'll be honest, I don't think I have it in me to do more make-alongs in January. It's kind of a busy time of the year. We do have our make-alongs going on in the membership, so those are the ones that will be going on during that time of year. Oh, it's midnight. Oh my gosh, yes, you have to go to bed. All right, everyone, I'm going to close this out here. Thanks for being here tonight. Thanks for participating in Sockmas. And if you are like me and you're going to be knitting on your Sockmas socks for the next couple of days, weeks, whatever, keep sharing and keep tagging me, because while the prize submission and all of that is closed, like, we're still in our Discord. If you're in the holiday bonus package, we're obviously all still on Instagram. So yeah, please still continue sharing those things. I would love to see them as you continue working through finishing them up. All right. Thanks everyone for watching. See you later. Have a wonderful night and a wonderful weekend. Bye.